Ooh, this is a first for Can't Stop Donut, doing a top 5 shits map video. Fuck. But anyway, number 5 is going to be BrightFlame SX by XreignZ, and it's alright. One thing I do like about this track is how consistent it is. The jumps work pretty much every time, which is righteous, and besides that, it's a wide open track. Pretty unrealistic for Supercross, but I'll take it. YOLO, right? So, I've never really done a video of other people's maps, because I feel like I'm getting recognition for all of their hard work, but everyone's doing that shit nowadays, so I'll jump on the bandwagon. I might as well take credit for forging all of these tracks, right? Throughout this whole video, you're going to see a ridiculous amount of those ramped berms, so you better get used to it. And we're going to be moving on now to our next track, and this one's going to be number 4, called FredMilk SX. I feel pretty awkward naming that, and it is by KSI Milkman and FredRick11. I haven't seen a KSI Gamertag in a while, but I do remember when I was in middle school. Anyways, here's more of those berms I was talking about that are going to get pretty old. This jump is badass as fuck, and we have a nice whoop section. As you can see, it's a more tight-packed traditional Supercross track. Maybe a little sloppy and boring in places, but it'll do. It'll do. Also, I'm racing with my buddy Major Orange, who was the retard in my old video I made back in Nam, the Jelly Racetrack video. And okay, so that jump right there that I did perfectly, it pretty much never works. And I'm not really sure why KSI Milkfucker left it on the track. But I'll stop giving him a hard time because it's a pretty cool racetrack. And good job, boys. We're going to reach the end. Pretty solid triple. And we're going to move on to our next map, bro. It's going to be number 3, Filthy Park SX by, XreignZ once again. Now, this is actually the second Supercross track he made. The other one was the first track he ever made, so he's doing good for himself. This one is obviously a much more realistic Supercross track. I guess he really got his shit together and put out a good map. This one is also super consistent, just like the first one, and that's pretty much the biggest feature in my book, so good shit once again. So I think I've had enough of XreignZ for one day, and we're gonna move on to good old number 2, Primero SX by Purple Dinosaur 0. I'm not sure what that 0 is doing, but good God, I love this map. That name might also sound familiar because let's just say Purple Dinosaur is kind of a big deal. By the way, this first lap is a little sloppy, but I did 2 laps on it because I think he deserves it. Ooh, honorable mention, these whoops are awesome, and I'm going to pull a little wheelie there because I'm a badass. One thing that kind of blows about this track is that it's not compatible with the old race game type, so you're just going to have to go on to Slayer and deal with all of your cheating douchebag friends. I'm going to do another lap, and if you're an impatient retard like myself, then I'll just leave an annotation to the number 1 track if you want to click on that. Good gravy. We're moving on to this badass track. Check out this gate drop. It's the coolest thing since sliced bread. A fusion coil drops and boom, it breaks the glass or whatever that was, and you're off. So this is number 1, Los Angeles SX. That's actually where I was born, if anyone actually cares. But anyway, it's by Purple Dinosaur 0 once again. Ooh. And if it sounds like I'm sucking Purple Dinosaur's dick, it's probably because I am. Truth be told, he's been making badass Supercross and motocross tracks since Halo 3, so he's always been a fan favorite. But on the real, this dude is probably my favorite forger, simply because he's one of the few people that actually know what a motocross and supercross track look like. Unlike most people on here who are like, there, I'll put a jump right here. We're gonna have the finish line, schmoody boo. And I'm gonna do another lap because it's a pretty solid track. And yes, Wiener Snatcha did just log on. Only downside about this track is that it's pretty damn laggy if you're racing with anyone else besides yourself. That's why I'm racing on it solo for this round. But besides that, it's a pretty solid supercross track, and I'm probably not going to make any supercross tracks because I would look like an absolute idiot compared to this. Let's be honest here, this may be the top 5 supercross tracks video, but I've only played 5 supercross tracks in my Halo 4 career. My friend just showed me them, and being the YouTube whore that I am, I was like, nah, I'll make a top 5 supercross tracks video, okay? So tits on a nun, it's over, and I'm gonna flip a rooski over there. Let me show you, just fast forward. Alright, so I blame all the lag on the map from these chairs and shit and this podium. I mean, it looks realistic and all, it looks real nice, but it makes the frame rate real shitty. But good lord, does it feel good to stand on top of this podium. Look at me, just giving my podium speech. Hey, what's up? Like to thank my sponsors, Snuggie, Hub, and Muscle Milk. And I'm going to conclude with a victory dance, and that'll do it for this video. Instructions to download the tracks are in the description. Maybe you could be a pal and like the video, and comment on what videos I should make, because I'm retarded. Peace. And you guys know how big of a tool I am, so maybe you could give me a follow on Twitter. All of my tweets are original, so feel free to take all credit and pretend you're funny. And who knows, maybe if you're not a complete retard, I'll follow you back. Have a good day.